What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's going on to everybody in the building? It's your boy, it's your host, Ryan from the Six. We in here, man. Had a good weekend of boxing, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Make sure you smash the like button Monday morning. Time to get the grind started, get the week started. You know what it is, man. We just came off a good weekend of boxing. Salute to everybody out there. Salute to everybody that was celebrating Canada Day on July 1st, and then salute to all my Americans who are celebrating Happy Independence Day on July 4th, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. We are gonna talk about Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell card, man, which I talked about all week being a tough fight for Abdullah Mason. I was basically saying, shout out to him for taking the challenge on 10-day notice, I think it was. Albert Bell came in to the fight. So, I mean, for me, it was like, damn, bro, like, this ain't going to be no easy title defense. And I think a lot of us saw that early in the fight. And obviously, we'll talk about Tiger Johnson beating my fellow Canadian, Christopher Guerrero, in a good fight, man. Shout out to Christopher Guerrero, man. He was trying to get in there and get to work, but man, Tiger Johnson's actually pretty big for the division. I didn't really notice it until that fight, man. And shout out to Shushu Carrington, his first title defense complete. You know, it looked like a bit of an unmotivated performance, but nonetheless, he'll be looking on to bigger fights, trying to get bigger fights. Hopefully he can do that, man. But yeah, make sure y'all smash the like button when you come in if you on YouTube. You know what it is.
Really fight her.
Oh, big right. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
Yeah, man. Got some people in the building. Shout out to my brother Malcolm in the building. What up? What up? He said Abdullah showed out. Amazing adjustments in the coaching. The corner was top tier. Salute Bell. Yeah, man. Salute to my brother Treese, man. You know what it is? Yancey in the building. Brother Treese been telling us about Albert Bell forever, man. And shout out to Albert Bell. He had his shot, but, a little premature stoppage, in my opinion, man. Shout out to TWR Presents. What's going on, man? Salute. Blessings. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Salute to y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Show some love to the stream so we can get this out to more people. Let me drop the chat links, man. Or sorry, not the chat links, but the call-in links if you want to call in, give your opinion on Abdullah Mason versus Albert Bell card in Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Cleveland. Y'all showed up. Y'all showed out, man. I think they said there was something like 10,000 people there. That's good, man, for July 4th, for sure, man. That's good. We got the X Spaces and the Discord link in the description, but I'm also just dropping them in the chat just in case you don't know which one's which, man. I'll drop the Discord. I'll drop them separately. But yeah, there we go, man. Let's get it going. Let's get it rocking. Let's talk about the fights. Man, a guy I didn't even think was gonna have to be talked about because I thought for sure it was gonna be a breakout performance with Scooter Davis. I don't know what y'all think, man. I ain't got no biases. You guys know me, man. I don't really bat for no fighters like that. Outside of my brother, man. My brother, that's the only guy I really bat for on that crazy level. But, I thought Scooter Davis lost the fight, man, to Ramos. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to sit here and lie to y'all. And I said, Scooter Davis getting a big opportunity to be on a cable television card. Top Rank has kept him on these just keeping them busy, man. On the club show scene, they're moving them up to the big scene. And I didn't see any adjustments from Scooter Davis, man. I saw a lot of following, no cutting the ring off. And Ramos, though he was on the back foot, he was controlling the fight. Like, he would look like he was fine there, man. Ramos didn't look at a character at all. He looked like he was doing his thing. Shout out to my brother G-Von in the building. He said, born card, lightweight, man. Scooter was gifted that for sure. Yeah, bro. I think Scooter Davis should have took a L that night. And Ramos should have been, celebrated. But Scooter Davis, he gets the dub. He's got a lot to work on, and I think it's like leave that mid pad, that fancy pad work that he be doing. Leave that shit alone, because you're not doing that in the fight, bro. But your feet need to get right. Your feet need to be moving like that. Like, you didn't cut the ring off, man. You didn't put Ramos in positions to where you can get him out of there. And I'm not saying you needed to get him out of there, but you didn't apply any pressure to really hurt Ramos, actually. Ramos, I'm telling you, man, he looked comfortable in that fight. And he had been in some decent fights before when I looked at his record, because I wanted to see what Top Rank was trying to do with Scooter Davis. Like, were they trying to throw him in to see if he ready? Because I think Scooter Davis, he's in that age bracket with Carmel Moulton and Zaquin Moses, I believe. And looking back at dude, he kind of like probably better than any of those guys have fought, man. Zaquin or Carmel. Maybe, I don't know, man. Ramos, I just know he got a lot of experience. He is a journeyman, though. He's now 18-5. Was 18-4 coming in the fight. His fight before, he was stopped up here in Canada by who's that? Dimitri Azanu, who's an undefeated fighter, 13-0. Looks like he's more like a contender. And then there was another, Henry LeBron. So this guy fought Henry LeBron also, who at the time was 17-0. This was 3 years ago. He fought Henry LeBron. Henry LeBron was dropped by Top Rank, I believe. But he was a guy who was highly regarded by Top Rank, Henry LeBron. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. But it looked like, he was in a tough fight, man. But at the same time, I think they wanted to see, can Scooter Davis answer those questions? And I think the question is, he still needs some more development. He still needs some more time. He's probably not like Abdullah, and not like well, I guess Abdullah's the leader of his class, man. I can't put Carmel and Zaquin in there yet. Them guys ain't. I don't even know if those guys fought anybody of a Ramos. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know they were on Twitter. This is what the Twitter age is coming to, man, which is nasty work. Because them young cats was on Twitter talking about that could never be me, with the Scooter Davis fight. But they never been in a fight like that. Never been in with an opponent like a Ramos. Like, looking at, especially Carmel Moulton. I don't even know the last time he fought, bro. He the last one that need to be talking, because he don't even be fighting. Know what I'm saying? Like, his last fight there was in February. Okay, salute. He already got in the ring this year. Salute to him. But that opponent wasn't no Ramos, bro. Like, none of his opponents been Ramos. So, like, that's just crazy. But we'll see, man. We'll see what these guys can do. We'll see what Scooter Davis can do. Go back to the drawing board and work on some things. Take it the right way, man. Don't take it, the criticism, bad. Go take the criticism to make the adjustments in the training camps, bro. That's what you got to do. It is what it is. G-Von said the fact that no judge gave it to Ramos and one had him down a couple rounds was just crazy. Now, that's a fact, bro. TNT was excellent production, though. I'll give them that great presentation. Yeah, it looked good, man. Shout out to TNT Sports. Getting into boxing again. This well, I don't know if they've ever been in boxing, but as far as boxing being on cable, that was awesome, man. To see that. Shout out to Terrence Crawford, Tim Bradley. They were on there at the telecast. Yeah, man, it was good presentation. I didn't think it dragged on too much. It did. Some of the fights are boring. Like my man G-Von said, he not lying, man. I'm kind of glad I didn't go live. I probably would have been sleeping on y'all, to be real, man, because some of them fights were just not it, man. Like this one here, man. Shushu Carrington, man. Honestly, Shushu, I expected a little bit more, but it just looked like he wasn't motivated, man. And Rene Palacios, he's a good fighter, though. He beat Segway Sagwa as well. Or sorry, Suleiman Sagwa, who's a guy who a lot of people thought beat Shushu Carrington. So he beat him as well. I thought, Palacios was going to be durable because he's from Pro Box. You know, he's been in a lot of firefights. He was durable, but he did have Shushu hurt in that 11th round with a body shot. And it seemed like body shots were the thing of the night, man. If a lot of guys targeted the body, I feel like the night would have probably had more knockouts, bro. There was a lot of head hunting on that card, man. And Shushu Sherrington, he you know, his performance wasn't it, man. Let's just be real here. That was disappointing. I think for him, it seems like he needs to be in a big fight next. I don't know if he's just getting tired of Top Rank or his management team. I don't know what's going on. But I would rather see Shushu in with the champ or a big name next. I don't think he needs any more of these in-betweener fights. He's had so many of them. He's been at the weight class for so long. Shout out to him. I guess he's never had a weight issue. I never heard of Shushu having a weight issue. So we'll see, man. But yeah, just a flat performance, right? And kind of going into a main event. You know, we want to see Shushu make a statement. We want to see him step on a guy, man, to be honest. And that didn't happen, man. That didn't happen, you know, from round 1 to round 12. It just looked like like my man G-Von saying, like he couldn't get out of another gear, bro. He said Shushu didn't even try to step on the gas. And once he got hurt to the body, he legit said, let me run. He says, yeah, Shushu says he wants to bring up Inoue. Yeah, man, I don't know why he keeps, and that's what he's waiting on, the Inoue fight, which is really annoying me now because it's like all three of them, there's literally 3 belts at Top Rank. Like there's in-house fights for them. All 3 of them are saying Inoue. They're not saying each other, which is just like straight weird. And they obviously are waiting for the money fight. But think about it, man. If you have multiple belts, Inoue's gonna probably pick you because Inoue's looking at it like, okay, I need a quick way to undisputed if I'm gonna go up, you know. And the way to do that is to fight the guy who has the most belts. So I don't know why these guys don't want to fight each other. They're all waiting for the Inoue fight. It's nasty work, man. At the highest level, I think they need to really reevaluate the way they doing their careers right now and stop waiting on Inoue because Inoue probably not even gonna go up, to be honest. I think he's gonna fight Bam Rodriguez here soon, and that fight will be made at 22, and then maybe go up to 26 if he beats Bam, right? Which we're talking about the Bam fight being in February, so it's like we could be waiting until like another year, maybe May, because I know Inoue likes to fight in May. Maybe we're waiting for May, so these guys they got to go ahead and just start fighting each other, man. You know, Angelo Leo, Espinoza, Shushu, all 3 of them are with Top Rank. All 3 of them have a belt. Let's start to mix it up, man. So at least by next May, there's a guy who maybe has 2 belts. So now anyway, we'll fight that guy. But these guys are just staying away from each other. It's nasty work, man. It's nasty work. G-Von said, let Inoue crack those ribs, man. Espinoza too much in my opinion. Yeah, man. He said Bam makes more sense. Yeah, as of right now, the Bam fight seems like that's the fight to make. You know, it's probably more lucrative actually than the fight for the 126 pounders. Like Bam Rodriguez, you know, he's been headlining some shows now. I don't know how many shows Shushu has headlined. I don't think he's headlined yet. You know, so I just think you know, we gotta be real now. Espinoza, I think he headlined one event in Las Vegas. It was like I don't even know, man. I think he did do one show in Las Vegas. I don't know if Angelo Leo's headline for Top Rank yet. I don't think so. I think maybe Pro Box he headlined something. But or maybe when he beat thing, man. When he beat the guy for the title, forget his name, man. Lopez. Maybe when he beat him. Maybe. But yeah, Angelo Leo ain't headlined. Shushu ain't headline. Espinoza's headlined once, I think. So, yeah, these guys are not like the money names. Or Bam Rodriguez, he's headlined multiple times now. And he's doing it in different states as well. He's headlined in Arizona, San Antonio, where he's from, obviously. And I think he was on a co-main in Philadelphia with Jerron Boots Ennis. So, Bam Rodriguez is the bigger fight. And he's on the pound for pound list, which those guys aren't. It just makes sense, man. It just makes sense. Yeah, Castro wasn't a headline. I think Angelo Leo, when he fought Lopez, I forget his last or his first name, man. When he won the title, the IBF title, I'm not sure if that was a headline. That was a couple years ago, man. I'm not sure if that was a headline card for Leo or if that was on the undercard, man. Said I don't think Shushu headline. Yeah, I don't think he's headlined either, G-Vaughn. I don't think so. Not that I could recall, right? Somebody out there would have to bring up the facts on that one. But yeah, man. So Shushu looked mid. I'm not gonna say mid. It was a mid performance. Let's say that by Shushu. It was very unmotivated. He didn't look the part like a true champ. I would say, he's probably looking at that performance like, he could do a lot better. Tiger Johnson and Christopher Guerrero. I thought that was a much more entertaining fight than the Shushu fight for sure. Tiger Johnson, he cruises to a decision win. My guy Christopher just couldn't get to the spots, man. Shout out to him. He went in there, he fought hard, gave everything. I think that Tiger, he pushed Tiger at some points, man. I just think Tiger Johnson, he looked really big for the weight, like for 147. I was quite surprised. He's obviously acclimated now for sure. But I was surprised by the size difference between Christopher Guerrero and Tiger Johnson, man. Tiger Johnson moving up in weight from 140 only a couple fights ago. He's looking like a big 47-pounder. Like, I was actually surprised, man. But I know he wants Devin Haney, man. I get it. But I think when you want a guy like Devin Haney, the guys like Christopher Guerrero, you gotta put statements on those guys. You either gotta stop them or beat them up. And I just feel like he never really separated himself that much in that fight, Tiger Johnson. I feel like Christopher could have made some adjustments to make the fight much better. But Tiger Johnson, obviously, we know what this energy stems from, bro. From him getting jumped at the Teofimo Lopez versus Shakur Stevenson fight. He feels like, bro, he can really beat Devin Haney, or he wants to get in the ring and get his lick back against Devin Haney. So I don't know, man. I think Tiger Johnson, you got to do a lot more to get the Devin Haney fight, bro. There's too many names in front of you right now. You see, they even trying to throw Jerron Boots Ennis in the hat, bro. Like, there's just so many names for Devin Haney, man, to fight that these fans want him to see fight. I don't even think Tiger Johnson probably going to be the top 10 name most people think about. There's going to be like 10 other names, man. Like, there's going to be Tio, Rolly, Leon Powell now who has a belt. Then there's obviously the Ryan Garcia fight, which is the big one. Jerron Boots Ennis has been thrown in there. Tank Davis somehow is thrown in there. Shakur Stevenson, Keyshawn Davis. That's 8 guys right there, man. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm sure Jack Catterall, people would throw him in there. And then whoever else, Xander Zayas. So I think Tiger Johnson's got to do a lot more to convince not only the Haneys, but the public that he can go in there and do some work, man. Because I just don't know if he can really get into work with Devin Haney right now, man. I don't think he's that polished. I think he's got a lot more work to do. I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see, man. Man, what the heck? Somebody trying to call me. Out of here. My bad, yo. Got some weird call coming in, but I don't recognize that number. But yeah, let's keep on going. My man G-Vaughn said Tiger was a better fight, but he not ready for all Devin. Yeah, I felt his energy though. But chill, bro. Yeah, for real. Yo, his energy was real, but he got to chill, man. Shout out to Chad from Canada. What's going on, Chad? My bad, bro. He said Leo versus Lopez was a main event in Albuquerque. Okay. Yeah, man. I think so. G-Vaughn said Tiger not on the imaginary list. Yeah, man. He not on the list, man. He not on it. My man Chad said Haney would make easy work of Yeah, Easy Night of Tiger. Yeah, for sure, bro. I think so. Yeah, man. Somebody keep trying to call me. Hell, it's some number I ain't never seen. I don't really answer numbers I don't see, and if they don't drop names, I really don't be answering, bro. It's like, what the heck you calling me for, right? If I don't know you, but hey, we'll see. If they leave a message, that's when I know when it's real. But yeah, so yeah, we had that Tiger Johnson, Christopher Guerrero. I thought that was a decent scrap, man. Obviously better than the co-main, but nonetheless, it is what it is. And then we had the main event, man. Albert Bell, Abdullah Mason. You know, Albert Bell, we knew it was gonna be a puzzle for Abdullah Mason to solve. These guys are familiar. These guys are friends, man. They got pictures together. So I was happy to see two friends get in the ring and battle for a belt, man, because you know they killed all that friend shit. They just killed it, bro. They went in there and performed, and they did their thing, man. I thought Albert Bell, he got off to a great start. But yo, let me ask y'all in the chat, man. Anybody listening? Because to me, I was watching it on DAZN. Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora. I think Chris Mannix had Albert Bell sweep the first 7 rounds. I mean, how did you guys see it? I did not see that, bro. And the way they were talking, it made my ears perk up on that whole shit that Ness was saying about Top Rank trying to get Mason beat, because they was talking like Albert Bell couldn't be touched, wasn't getting touched, and was just doing all this crazy stuff in the ring, and I didn't see it, man. All I saw was Albert Bell land a couple 1-2s. Now, he was countering Abdullah Mason, but yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had the exact same shit G-Von had, 4-2, and then literally after the 7th, it was all Abdullah Mason for me, at least. Like, I thought once Abdullah got to the body and started slowing Bell down, the fight, like, I don't know how you don't call the back half of the fight for Abdullah, but these dudes, they had the first 7 rounds for Bell. Like, I was like, what the hell is going on here with Sergio Mora and freaking, oh shoot, my bad, somebody was on Discord there. Oh, they bumped out. My bad, yo. I don't know who was over there. They probably gonna jump over the X spaces down, but yeah, man, I had to fight 4-2 just like G-Von had it, and bro, I was just confused. I'm like, what are these guys watching right now? Because like they're talking to me like this fight is done, so man. And I got Chad trying to get up here. See my man Chad in Canada, but yeah, I basically was like looking at it like, bro, like why is Chris Mannix, Sergio Mora trying to convince the public that this shit is done pretty much? Like that Abdullah Mason got to go get a stoppage or else he can't win. I'm like, man, I feel like Abdullah's still in the fight. Yeah, I gave Abdullah the first round, and then I think I gave him like the 4th or the 5th. One of those like in between rounds. And then when the rounds Albert Bell won, obviously, were the rounds I felt like Abdullah was doing too much chasing, too much following, and just walking into right hands, which Albert Bell's supposed to be doing as a southpaw fighter. He's supposed to be throwing that right hand. That's what keeps the southpaw fighter honest, man. But yeah, I was really surprised, man, by the whole thing there, and Albert Bell being a PBC fighter. I did not know Albert Bell was a PBC fighter, man. Shout out to my brother Chad. What's going on, man?
Ryan, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Definitely, Bell did not win all those first 6 rounds, the first half of the fight. And excuse me. I called into Clay's show yesterday, so I don't know if anybody heard me on that, but basically, I thought that overall, what Bell was doing was keeping Mason at bay. And he was doing well to a southpaw. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
to keep a southpaw off of you. Now he had some great counters and landed some great stuff. He did some good work in those rounds, and he definitely won some of the rounds. But I would say that the commentary, for starters, was hugely misleading.
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's bias or what, but so a lot of stuff from Bell wasn't landing, or it just wasn't effective. Like
Right.
I submit this to you, Ryan. Like, look at how Mason was able to get back in the fight in the 6th or 7th or whatever it was. The fact that he was able to stay composed and figure out what was happening with Bell, figure it out, and then get back in the fight says to me that a lot of Bell's work was not efficient, was not effective, because if it was, Mason would have been, I think, a little more depleted than he was. A lot of that work just wasn't. It wasn't what people was thinking it was. Like this is. I'm realizing a lot of fans. Like, I hate to say it, but once gloves start moving and shots start being thrown, and there's like a lot of exchanges happening. I mean, look, man, it's hard for judges sometimes to keep track of all that. Like, there's a lot going on, and like, I'm not being criticizing of fans. I'm just saying that I just think a lot of fans they're not seeing what's really happening. Like, it's like, oh, look at all that stuff he just threw. Like, yeah, but if it doesn't land, and if it lands and it's like nothing, then, I mean, if a tree falls in the forest, does anybody hear? Like, it's like that, right? Like, it doesn't really add up to anything. So that's how I think the judging was able to kind of, like, I think a lot of people did think that Bell just swept all those rounds, but it really wasn't like that. I wasn't scoring it live, but I didn't see that,
Yeah. Nah, I didn't score live as well, but I was like off the rip. I was like, there's no way he won the first 7. Like, come on.
Yeah. 7's outrageous. Like, even saying 6. I think probably after the first 6, it was something like 4-2 Bell or something like that. That seems like probably what it should have been. Like, Mason definitely had a couple of those rounds, but they were close. Probably like swing rounds,
Yeah.
because Bell was really active. But yeah, like, if people rewatch it, like, look at what Bell, like, the commentary was so, like, the commentary sometimes does a disservice to fans. A disservice, man. It's one thing when they're like talking up this guy or this or that, but sometimes they'll ignore what's happening in there, or they just mislead you. Like, so I think that has a lot to do with it, Ryan. Like, combined with what people were seeing, they're just like, yeah, man, Bell's like, this is absolute. Bell's winning all these rounds. I mean, I think if you rewatch it and really look at what was happening, you'll see that Bell was mostly keeping Mason back and off of him more than like being the aggressor. And then when he was, not everything was landing. I mean, I would say that he was dominant in the first half, but not all of it was super effective.
Yeah, I think Albert Bell was doing all that punching to survive at some point. Like, he just couldn't keep that pressure off him. That's how you do it, man. You got to throw a little right hand out there, keep that young fella honest. And when you punch to survive, to me at least, that's not controlling the fight. So I take ring generalship away from you. I look at it like Abdullah's controlling the ring, and he was controlling the ring. And as soon as he got closer to the body, that's when we saw the fight really. Like, that's when Chris Mannix and Sergio had to really say what they were seeing in front of their eyes. They couldn't lie no more. It was evident. This guy, Albert Bell, was just holding. I don't know how he didn't even get a point or get a warning. He didn't get no warnings. And he was just holding as soon as Abdullah got to the body.
Man, that's so glad you said that. You're so right. And just because you're throwing shots doesn't mean you're controlling the round 100%. And I think that's a common misconception, right? And I would also say that, like, I think that sums up a lot of shoes fights for me. Like, the thing that I don't like, the optics, is that Shu never looks like he's controlling the rounds or the fight. Like, he's always getting pushed back. You
Right.
know, and I'm not talking about working on the back foot. No, like he's getting pushed back. It's yeah, like you need to be controlling the round. You need to be controlling what's going on in there, basically imposing your fight.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's what the great ones do. That's what the exceptional and elite ones do. That's what makes them a cut above. I think you're right, Bell. And then, yeah, the deeper it got in, the more basically you're right. Bell was just like punching just to survive. And I think a shout out to Mason just for figuring everything out, right? Because
Yeah.
honestly, if he didn't switch it up, dude, Bell could have done that to the final round and maybe even won the fight, right? Like
Right.
they
Right.
had to change it up. Because you're right, man. Those right hands down the center, it was working. It was working.
Yeah. Yeah. It was working, but shout out to Abdullah, man, for going out for the finish too. Like, cause they were up on the cards. Um, obviously the dad or the side of the corner was just like, yo, we're not gonna chance it. We're not gonna put our faith in the judges. I think they told him to go out there and try to get the stoppage. And I mean, he came right out from the start and did. Like now I know the stoppage was a little, in my opinion, premature. But I think a Mason, like there's still 2 minutes and 17 seconds left in the round. Like I think eventually Albert Bell would have went out on the shield, and I don't know if that's what he really wanted, man. I don't know.
He didn't seem to like. I always look. I That's the first thing I'll do is look to study the defeated boxer to see like their reaction. Like you can tell a lot from that. He didn't seem too surprised or upset about it,
Yeah.
but you're right. You're right. I would like to have seen it go to the final bell at that point. Like, and you're right. Like, let Mason. If Bell goes down again, then you could stop it there, right? Like,
Right.
and I think the fans would have had a better time, easier time digesting that too. But at the end of the day, the condition of Bell and the ref's in there with them. The ref was probably thinking about like getting ready to stop it or intervene from like the 10th or 11th round because he was starting to really take punishment. And
Yeah.
so that's the thing. Like the ref's like it's not like the ref just suddenly jumps in, like he's watching, he's waiting. I mean, he's in there with them. So I sort of feel like it's justified, but he probably should have just let it go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree because it's a championship fight, right? Um, Albert Bell, man, I don't know if he's gonna get another shot, man. It's gonna be a while. He's just an avoided fighter, right? He's always avoided. So if
Well,
people don't have to
I,
fight him, they won't.
where do you think he like Clay? I asked Clay this, and I mean Clay favors Bell a lot. Like he feels Bell is one of the most competitive contenders at 35.
Hmm.
Is that how you see him?
I do, but I remember when Albert Bell was on the Boxing Voice and he said he wanted to go to 35, and that was the news. He was broken to move. He was moving to 35 from I think 26 or 30. Anyways, he was moving up, and I was like to Ness, I'm like, why doesn't he go to 40? I feel like 40 is more competitive. There's more names. There's just more opportunity at 40. I felt like Shakur at 35 wouldn't fight him. I feel like 35 was moving younger. So I don't know. I don't think Floyd Schofield will jump in the ring with him. Abdullah Mason, at that time, we didn't think he'd be here because Keyshawn was still there also. So Keyshawn, I didn't think would fight him. Like I think people would just avoid him just to avoid that physical matchup. Not even like I'm not saying they're scared of him, just that physical. But I thought going to 40, you'd get those guys. You'd get the Garys, the Russells, sorry, Gary, Poyos, the Sabrills, I don't know, Tito Mercado. Like I feel like those guys will be more willing to step in the ring with you at 140. Where I feel like those are not money fights, but they're bigger fights than what you're gonna get at 35, in my opinion. But I mean, that's what I would do if I was Bell. I'd move up to 40, man. I mean, he's a big guy already. I think he can fill out. But we'll see. We'll see what he does.
I mean, he's tall, but man, one thing I was noticing is his waist is so tiny.
Yeah,
Like
he is.
he's probably right. He's probably like a 26 to 28-inch waist, man. It's like, so he's really like compact and tall, and you're right. I think the physical attributes make it a tough night for anybody, right? Especially like guys like Pitbull or Lamont Roach, or like the quote unquote shorter type of guys.
Right.
But I mean, we could sit here and ramble off. Like I can think of guys that he could get in there with that would probably make exciting fights. Well, the two I just named. I don't know anyone that's up for some action, man. Like Zepeda,
Right.
But you're right. I think that there's just like, why would they, right? Like that's the era we're in now. It's like there's not enough. I don't know, money, motivation. I don't know what motivates them really anymore. Money, I guess. But
Oh
40,
yeah.
yeah, maybe that's the move. I just worry that at 40, he won't have the power. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if everything's going to translate physically. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an honest thing, man. Because it may not translate at all, like you said.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. We'll see what happens with Albert Bell. Because like I didn't know he was with the PBC until that night when the PBC posted, we're showing support for Albert Bell, and I was like, what? He signed to the PBC?
Yeah. Yeah. I saw that post, and it's funny. I noticed it and I kept moving, but it did catch my eye, and that is why, because right, wasn't he a free agent pretty much before?
That's what I thought. I didn't even know. I don't know if he signed with PBC just for this fight, because I thought even in the negotiations with Andy Cruz he was a free agent, but I guess not. Maybe we would have found out then he was with the PBC. But I just feel like I don't know why you'd go to the PBC right now when it's like you need activity, bro. Like that's kind of like, I think you go to the PBC if you're a big name, established name, they'll get you in the ring, but he's not in that realm. So it's like, how you think you're going to get fights over here?
I hate to say it, Ryan, but might be another Zuffa guy here. Like, good candidate.
Hey, that might be good for him then, because you could get activity at least.
Exactly. Like, when your options are nothing, like, take the Zuffa. I think he'd probably be a really high level guy in Zuffa for what their stable looks like at this point, right? Like Rayo, he could fight Rayo. De Los Santos, maybe he'll bounce back and he could fight De Los Santos. Like, there's already some guys there to make some fights. I guess in that way, maybe he's got options. I don't know enough about any of the business to really say, but I think that from what I've seen of Bell, he's good. He's crafty. Like, he's a clever, he's skilled, experienced fighter. Like, he knows what to do in there, without a doubt. Does he have what it takes to be a champion, really? I don't know about that. I guess it remains to be seen. If he keeps pushing, we'll see. But I think you're right. Like, it's hard to imagine a path for him right now. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine. That's why I'm like, he may just have to go the route of getting the best names and just try to make the money, man.
Yeah. So hey, I heard you mentioning Tiger. So, because you and I we were talking a little bit about Tiger, like, and honestly, Ryan, I missed the fight. I only saw the last two fights of the night.
Okay.
So I just saw highlights. Which is unfortunate because I did want to watch the Tiger fight after we were talking about it. So what'd you think? Like, how do you? I've seen people saying kind of the same things that have always been said. So what do you think?
I just think he's like a step behind like Devin Haney's level. I don't know what level you want to call that. Like, he's just not a contender. He's not even a contender really, because to me, he's still got to fight like former champions and stuff like that. I don't know if he's fought a former champ yet. So
I don't think he has.
Yeah. So
how many fights does he have now? Do we know?
I want to say 16 here. Let me check quick.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he's in the yeah. Devin Haney has like 30 fights, doesn't he? Like, okay,
I don't know.
so yeah, Delonte Johnson has 17. He's 17-0.
I
But
mean,
he just needs more
uh,
seasoning. He's yeah,
yeah,
he can't get in the ring with Devin Haney right now. Devin Haney would probably 12-0 him. Like, yeah, Devin Haney's 33-0. Like he just got the experience.
yeah. Like, I don't pay much attention to the beef. Has there been any inclination from the Haney side, from Bill, that they would fight Tiger?
I don't think so.
No.
Not with all
Yeah.
the names you got on the table. Like, you throw Tiger in there,
Yeah.
you'll get
Yeah.
crucified by the entire public. Like, they'll be like, "What?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
got
Like, what does
Keyshawn,
it?
Shakur, Roland,
Yeah.
Teo. Like, why would you even throw him in there?"
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a guy like a Tiger's stature. It's not Haney's concern. Like, and people just got to accept that. I don't know if there's people like Tiger fans that are calling for that fight, or that think somehow Haney has to do it, or should do it, or needs to do it. To me, it's ridiculous. Like, the beef and all of it. I just think I just couldn't care less about any of it, to be honest. I just couldn't care less. Tiger, he needs to focus in the ring, get everything right,
Yeah,
and then we can start talking about fighting the big names and the big guys. It's like
I
Shu. It's
agree,
like
man.
Shu. Yeah, yeah. Like Shu is a champion now, and it seems like there's this pattern of kind of, I don't know. I think, let's just say maybe he's fighting down a bit, to his competition. I think, because we know what he can do,
Mm-hmm.
and we've seen he's given us glimpses and shown us, but it just seems like you keep it in like second or third gear for a lot of fights, if you can, if you can. And on one hand, I get it. Like, I don't blame these guys, and also, like, I think there's this line, Ryan, where
Yeah,
on one side you're being told by your coach and everyone, stay calm in there.
yeah, for
Like,
sure.
stay calm, be cool, and in doing that, you got to be careful, because it's like there's not much difference between being calm and like no urgency, no you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for sure.
it can look a little flat. It can look flat. It's tough, man. These guys have got it tough. Look, it's not easy, but at the same time, they want to be champions. They want to wear these belts. They want to get the big paydays. They got to deliver. They
Mm-hmm.
got to deliver. And I don't feel like some fans are willing to accept mediocrity too easily. Like, on one hand, I feel like these boxers, they're athletes, they're human beings, all that stuff. I try not to make my expectations unrealistic, but I have expectations.
Yeah, for sure, man. You got to.
Man, they get millions of dollars, all the money that's going around. I know that Shu maybe isn't, but you get what I'm saying.
Oh
He's
yeah.
making considerably more than most boxers. Let's just put it that way.
No doubt. And he's a champ, so he's definitely making.
That's it, man. Once you're a champion, there's no more excuses. No, you got to be a champion. Like, with Mason, I was saying, he can't use youth and inexperience as some reason or excuse for anything now. He's a champion. Like, you have to be a champion. He's going to have to figure shit out on the job. And that's what he did with Bell. And that's what I think's great about it.
Nah, man, Abdullah Mason's kind of starting to answer all our questions. Like, we seen him get dropped twice, get up and stop a guy, and then, be in front of a guy who knows him, one, and it's got the more physical tools than him, or got the height on him. I think Mason had the bigger reach, but had the height on him, gave him problems in the early of the rounds, and then obviously they figured it out, man. So Abdullah's on his way, man. As young as he is, like, he's an exciting fighter. I think he's somebody who will carry that torch one day. Because it seems like he wants to fight the guys. Like, I saw a little interview there that he had. I think they put up Shakur, Schofield, and somebody else, and it was like a spar, train, and then fight. And he's like, nah, I want to fight all three of those guys. He's like, I don't want to spar and train with any. He's like, I want to fight all three of them. And I'm like, that's that energy we need, man. Because I think he's the type of guy that will jump in the ring with those guys, given the chance.
It's definitely something about Ohio. I'll tell you, the fighters that come out of Michigan, Ohio, and even New York State to a greater extent,
Yeah.
it's like old school American boxing is still in the blood of the coaches and a lot of those fighters. Like it's they still got that mentality, you know.
Right.
It, it
Right.
doesn't it doesn't leave those old, like the older gyms, the more established gyms, you know, like and it passes on, you know, and they keep that going. I loved it. And to me, that's what is that grit and determination is what made American boxing what it is, what it was,
Oh
and
hell
what it
yeah.
is today.
Yeah, man.
You know?
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true, man.
Yeah.
And that boy
Yeah.
Mason had to bite down and
Yeah.
get that stoppage. Even though it looked like he would have won the fight either way. Um, just the fact they didn't step off the gas is a good thing. They
Totally.
felt like, hey, the fight could be close. Let's go in here and just take it out of the judge's hands. But we'll
What do you
see.
think? What do you think about this though? Because I've seen people saying that maybe like Mason was a little shell shocked or maybe hesitant or whatever word you want to insert in those early rounds because Bell was his friend, I guess, or you know, like they have this history, crazy
Yeah.
history together. I saw. Did you see that picture that Bell was showing
Yeah, man.
of the two of them
I
when
was
they?
I was happy you showed that because like they took that whole no friends fight thing right out, man. That shit's dead now. Like these dudes got in the
Mm-hmm,
ring and shared the ring together. And they
mm-hmm.
probably could still talk after this. Like there's no beef. And one
It
guy
always
got
makes me.
stopped.
Oh yeah, I mean the outcome should. It's just about getting in there at all. To me, the outcome once you get in there, the outcome is whatever. Like
Right, right.
the fact that they made it happen and they got in there is was everything about you know making it happen, like making it happen, really making it happen. Remember the interview that it was Mike Tyson's podcast, and I think it was Mal Charlo. It might have been Mel, but one of the Charlo twin brothers, he was on there, and Mike was saying, you know, how you should be able to make fights with your friends,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
in boxing. And that really stuck with me. And it always comes to, like this type of situation. That's the first thing that popped into my mind. You know?
I think I don't know, Cash Sports in here, he's a historian, but I think Muhammad Ali was kind of famous for that too. Like a lot of people said he would give his sparring partners opportunities to fight him. And I think it was his wife who said she hated it because she's like, they know you, like they train with you, they know you. If anybody gonna beat you, it's gonna be your sparring partner. But he looked at it like, I'm giving this guy an opportunity to make some money. I'm gonna beat him, but I'm gonna give him that opportunity. And like, I don't understand why friends wouldn't want to make money together, like wouldn't want to break bread together. But I get it; it's also a dangerous sport.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of it depends on your ego and personality. You know how there's different types, right? Some guys they just cannot. They can't do that. They can't. They're maybe too competitive, or they're too, you know, and it's gonna turn a friendship into, you know, the friendship will have to end in order to fight, basically. But man, I think for a guy like Ali, he never ever doubted his ability. You know, he never ever doubted his ability to win against
Mm-hmm.
anybody. That's the beauty of Ali. That's his real legacy.
Right? Exactly, man.
Mm.
Exactly. Shout out to
Listen,
everybody who
Ryan.
tuned in, man. Did you see this? Oh, I guess you didn't see the Scooter Davis fight either. Then, if you just
Oh,
seen the
I
last
heard,
two.
but I missed it. Listen, I gotta jump off, bro. I'm sorry. I'm at
Oh,
work.
good,
I was just
man.
on a break, so
All right,
yeah.
Chad.
I'll catch you soon, brother.
Yeah, enjoy your day, man. My man Chad, man, from Canada. He on the grind. Salute to everybody in the building. Had a couple people slide in. Shout out to my man We Fight All Night TV. New problems in the building. Salute, Cash Sports. Make sure you guys go check out the historian Cash Sports. Salute. Just had my brother Ty pop in. What up, bro? Yeah, we got the links in the chat. Or if you guys see if I could post them again, man. I had them saved. Let's see if they'll just post. Nah, not gonna happen. But yeah, bro. I do think Abdullah Mason is special, man. Is a special kid, man. You're gonna do some things in the sport for sure. Cause he's leading a new charge. And shout out to Top Rank because they got two guys that are like that. Like Xander. He didn't have to take that boost fight, yo. Let's be honest. He didn't have to take that. He took that fight. And I think, a guy like Xander is also cut from that same cloth as Abdullah, man. Like they just want to fight the best guys available. And Albert Bell, I would say on 10 days notice is a real challenge, man. Some people like myself even think Albert Bell is a tougher opponent than Cordina, man. I don't think Cordina would have brought that energy, bro. That same dangers that Albert Bell brought to the table. I don't think Cordina could have brought that, man. I think Mason would have just been overwhelming, too overwhelming for Cordina, man. Even though he went online today and said after watching the fights, he feels like he would have went in there and beat Mason. I mean, I guess you're supposed to think that, supposed to say that, right? But to actually go and do that, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Shout out to my brother Malcolm, dropped me super chat, $5 super chat. He said he had Ramos win or draw. Scooter looked for the KO and didn't work off the jab. Ramos moved around and punched in spots well. Politics are as normal. Yeah, bro. Politics, yo. I thought Scooter Davis lost the other night, yo. I'm not even gonna lie, gang. But shout out to my guy Malcolm with them chips with the dip, bro.
I want my chips with the dip. That's all I know. I don't want my chips plain. I want my chips with the dip. So bring them dips.
Yeah, man. I do feel the same way, man. I feel the same way. I feel like, look, Scooter Davis probably should have had an L the other night. He didn't, but he probably should have. But nonetheless, that's got to be a lesson, man. That's it. That'll be a lesson. My man Cass said, facts, man. Major respect to Xander. Yeah. Those guys are just cut a little bit different than the guys before them. And I'm glad, bro. Yeah, my man Todd said, yo, what's up with that kid, Joseph Brown? Shout out to Joseph Brown. I think he's in Canada right now, man. I know his dad was talking to my dad about him coming over to spar with my brother for a bit. Shout out to Joseph Brown, man. If you guys don't know about him, he is signed with Mayweather Promotions. He also trains in the gym there with Mayweather, with Rolly Romero too. He's helped Rolly out a bit. He's also been in there with Boots Ennis, like my man Ty, be in that dungeon. Joseph Brown he's another guy who's gonna have a bright future. We just gotta see him in action more. Yeah, bro. Yeah, the streets need to see him. No, that's a fact, bro. Joseph Brown, I'll put you, Ty and I will put you on that gym right now. That kid's gonna be special, man. He is already, if you're talking about physical specimen, he's already that, man. And he's super talented, bro. Super talented for his age. I think he's only 18 right now, or 19 max. Like he's not older than that, man. He's a young kid, and bro, he can get to work. He can get to work on you. So shout out to Joseph Brown, man. I know his fight got canceled. He's supposed to be on the Mayweather card that was out in Greece. We know that got canceled, but hopefully he gets back in the ring here soon, man. We do need to see him, bro. The streets need to see him for real, bro. Ty ain't lying about that. I think y'all really appreciate him. Yeah, man. But great kid, yeah. He's also a good kid, man. Down to earth, humble. Just wants to learn, man. Takes his talents to everywhere to spar and to learn, man. He's a true student of the game. Joseph Brown, man. Yeah, man. And obviously, TNT Sports did their thing. I thought the show looked great. Shout out to Bud Crawford. I thought it was funny, man, when Chris Mannix and them, they went up to ask Tim Bradley and Crawford what they thought about the fight. And both of them started their conversation was like, yo, look, I don't have it as wide as y'all have it. You know what I'm saying? I don't have it as wide as you guys. Like, I don't know fight you guys is watching. They were both talking about that, man. and how they didn't have it as wide. Yeah, Sean Porter also said that too. So that kind of, when I heard those guys say that, I was like, all right, I'm not crazy. I don't see the fight as wide either as Chris Mannix and Sergio Mora. I think these guys are out here. I don't know if they got paid to say this shit about Bell or to boost the fight up, but I did not see that 6-0, 7-0. That was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Shout out to my brethren, Dr. Boxer Talk in the building. He said, what's going on, brethren? I hate to say it, but he probably needs to get away from TMT in order to get active, man. Yo, I hate to say it, but I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right, bro. But that's their situation. They feel like maybe Mayweather is holding it down, but I mean, from an outside looking in, yeah, man, we all want to see those guys fight more, bro. He said it was dope. Sucks, but this is what history shows us, unfortunately. Yeah, man. Sean Porter is the Craig Sager of boxing with those suits. Yo, Sean Porter was out there looking crazy, man. Looking crazy. He was shout out to Dr. Boxing Talk. Said, I was so happy when they called out those goofy ass scorecards. Yeah, man. I mean, I don't understand how Chris Mannix can have it that way, man. Like he would have to explain to me how he's seeing it that way. But hey, man, it is what it is, bro. He said Eddie Hearn tampering. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, like, because Albert Bell is a PBC fighter, so like that's what really got me off guard too. I was like, it's not even like he a matchroom fighter. He with PBC, so like, what's really the benefit of them talking like this on this telecast? Because the PBC not even involved with the zone. Like, if Albert Bell get this belt, that belt ain't never getting seen again by anybody. It's going over to the other side of the street and it's getting hidden, man. But hey, we'll see, man. We'll see. New problem, say Carmel sparked Scooter. I mean, we'll see, man. This is the whole thing about the Carmel and Scooter thing. Scooter may pass Carmel just based off the fight. He may be more active. Like Carmel Moulton just don't fight, bro. Like for a prospect, let me see how many the most fights Carmel's had in a year as a prospect. Cause I feel like his most active year is probably like, most prospects mid-year or a year where they got injured. So I don't know why Carmel's only got 9 fights. His first fight was in 2003, so he's been in the game for 3 years. He got 9 fights, so that's an average of 3 fights a year. Yeah, that's not good for a prospect, yo. And it'll be a little different if Carmel was like Olympian and he needed a fast track, and then he's 9-0 because he's fast tracking, but he's not even fast tracking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Carmel we don't know what's going on over there with that. Like Scooter Davis, it looked like he turned pro the same year as Carmel Moulton. He got 3 more fights, right? He got 3 more, so he's on a 4 fight a year thing. So shout out to him, bro. Because that's what the prospect minimum should be, 4 fights a year. The minimum, bro. But hey, shout out to Carmel Moulton. He is good, bro. He's a good fighter. My man Malcolm said the zone and Top Rank, so it makes sense to slander him and prop Zand or Mason. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know why they was on that, but yeah, it does make sense. Shout out to Chad. He wanted to hit a 6. You already know, bro. Is Carmel Moulton 135 anymore? I think he still is 35 pounder. His last fight, I don't know if he's a 35 pounder. His last fight was at 144. Sorry, 140. He weighed in at 142. The fight before that, he weighed in at 138. But if you go back to last year, 2025, February, his 6th fight, he weighed in at 134. So I don't know, man. I don't know which direction Carmelo. Maybe he's going up to 40, maybe, or maybe he's just hovering around the weight. My man Ty said Scooter needed them tough rounds, and the promotion protected him when necessary. Yo, they definitely did, bro. They protected that man. They was like, bro, you with us, dog. You good, man.
This your boy?
Yeah, that's my boy, nigga. We rep the same smart tech.
You just got fucked up with him. Both y'all niggas gonna get clapped up when I get back.
Yeah, they had Scooter, man. They said, yo, don't worry about it, dog. Don't worry about it. You good. Oh, man. My man Malcolm said Ness talked crazy about Abdullah getting prospect of the year 3 or 4 times. Now look at Carmel. Yeah, man. Carmel's kind of on the outside looking in. Malcolm said Floyd's a good cosign, but a bad promoter. Yep. He said, yes, 4 rounders. Gotta stay busy. Yeah. Four fights. Sorry, I said rounders. Yeah, 4 fights a year. Yeah, that's the minimum for these prospects, man. You gotta at least get 4. If you can get 5 and 6 in, or 7, no, 6 I think is pretty good too. 6 is like every other month, right? You can get that in, and then if you get more in, because like you're just stopping guys. I think Abdullah did that the 1 year where he was just getting more fights in because he was stopping guys. Yeah, that's how you get to that point where he's at. Cass Sports said 9 fights in 3 years. Wow. Those are crazy numbers for a prospect. Yeah, man. Terrible. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to develop a guy. Nah, he needs to be in the ring way more than that. Way more. Be seen by way more people. You know, better cards, opportunities. You got to be on that stage, man. My man Ty said Floyd needs to take his stable to the zone. His fighters would be more active if the promotion actually had ad revenue and a budget from a network. No, you are absolutely right, bro. I never understood why Floyd never did that. I never tried to go to a network and work with them, do TMT promotion fight nights, have his stable, you know, do like a little show like Pro Box, small arena in Las Vegas somewhere. He got spots, man. He a real estate guy. He must have somewhere where he got some real estate in Las Vegas to put a show on, man. I don't know. But yeah, Floyd. It seems like Floyd gotta be the guy in charge all the time, man. Said 4 rounders a year minimum. Yeah. My man Malcolm said, is it safe to say Bell would have probably beat Abdullah if he fought Cruz first? No. No. I'm not saying that. Because Abdullah would have fought Cordina, maybe would have blasted him out. And maybe Bell goes in a tough fight with Cruz. Like, we don't know how the Cruz fight would have went with Bell. And again, we don't know how the Cordina fight would have went. But I think because of these guys got so much experience with each other, bro, I think Abdullah was going to chop him down eventually, man. Especially when I seen all them body shots. You know what I'm saying? All those body shots that obviously Albert Bell couldn't handle. But I think he said that Abdullah broke his nose. And bro, I wish I could find it. I saw a clip the other day that it's why I just be disregarding sparring and people get mad at me. But Regis Prograis broke it down, bro. He's basically talking about the difference between sparring and fighting. And he said something that, you know, most people don't bring up. Gloves, bro. When you in sparring, yeah, forget the headgear. You getting hit by 16s. 16 ounces gloves. What guys usually got on. Them like pillows, man. When you get to the ring, 8. Like, look, they been fighting with 16s on. Albert Bell ain't never seen Abdullah Mason throw a 8-ounce glove at him. He don't know what that shit look like, bro. He don't know what that shit look like, and he definitely don't know what that shit feel like. So Abdullah Mason broke his nose, he said, and he just couldn't breathe. He probably never been bloodied in any of them sparring sessions. And then, you know, he found out that night that young man could really, really crack. He got it, bro. So shout out to Regis for bringing that up, saying that he's like, it's night and day, man. He said I think he said something like the 8 ounces feel like concrete bricks. It's a difference when you're trying to block on the guard and the punch feel way different than when it did in sparring, bro. It messes with your psyche. But at the same time, Bell's got to be thinking, look, if his punches feel like this, mine must feel like much stronger as well too. So we got to punch with him. But he never really got into that. He wasn't really punching with Abdullah Mason that much. He was mostly countering, which he had success on earlier in the fight. But once his nose got broke and then Abdullah started going to the body to take his legs away, the fight was over essentially. He was just out there holding. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how he didn't get any warnings for holding, because every time Abdullah would go to the body, he'd hold, man. Abdullah would try to get loose. Shout out to Abdullah, trying to muscle him off, but Albert Bell was crafty in that way. He was, man. Bell lacked that high level experience and stage. I mean, you could kind of say the same about Abdullah. That was his first fight that he mained on. Oh, that was the second fight actually because of Keyshawn Davis, but that was in his hometown, big stage for him. Could have been a lot of nerves. His brothers fighting on the undercards. A lot of pressure on Abdullah. I think more pressure on Abdullah than Bell. Nobody expected Bell to come in and really win. The bookies didn't. They had Mason at a minus 400. So they didn't expect Bell to win. My man Ty said, I think Floyd gave the wrong man that top seat, man, at TMT, because how his fighters have been handed is a reflection of who he put in position. No, that's a fact, bro. I think he put Richard Schaefer, didn't he? I thought he put Richard Schaefer in, or that might have been a rumor that Richard Schaefer was going over the top rank, but we don't really know. He said them horse hairs, man. Yeah, bro. Horsehair gloves, bro. Interesting, Malcolm. Probably what was needed for Bell. Probably. But is Andy Cruz a southpaw too? I think he is, actually. Andy Cruz, man. Cruz would have been the aggressor of that fight. Yeah, no doubt. But Abdullah was the aggressor in this fight for sure, too. So, I mean, it worked out for him, right? It hit different when you feel power through them 16s, bro. As Vito about his trip to the cheesesteak land. Okay. Who that, Vito Melnicki? Sent him back home with a little bruiser, man, on his eyes. Yeah, the 16s shouldn't get through, bro. Them big gloves, man. They getting through. Your defense need to be worked on for sure. Them 16s is big, and then everybody got the shields on too. But if it's getting through on you, then yeah, man, you got bigger issues for sure. You got bigger problems, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash the like button. Get some more people up in here. Show some love to the stream. Yeah, I also got the panel link too up here. I'll drop the panel links if anybody wants to come up on the panel and talk. But the panel you need the camera for. My man Lowe's, he came up here, Low No Boxing. He thought the panel link was like StreamYard. He thought he didn't need to show. I said, nah, bro, you gotta show your face up here, bro. You ain't got no StreamYard avatar stuff. Unfortunately, on the panel. He said, Andy a southpaw. Yeah, he's a southpaw, right? Oh, send him to the hospital. Damn. He said, first time I got hit with the 10s, the Ammies, I was like, damn, hold on, wait. Oh, they fight with 10s in the amateur? I don't know why. I thought they fought with more than 10s. Damn, bro. That's crazy, bro. They fight with 10s on the Ammies. Damn. All right. Shout out to Ty, man. You on the grind, man. Salute to Ty. Getting that work in. Know what it is, bro. But yeah, man, it was a good weekend of boxing in the sense of we got some things answered. We know Scooter Davis needs some more work. We know Tiger Johnson got to get in some more meaningful fights. You know, I think Tiger and Rohan's a perfect one. I don't know why they're not fighting. They're both at top rank, both undefeated, both kind of in the same position. One needs the other, you know, because I think if Tiger beats Rohan, it answers a lot of questions to him to go fight former champions or fight a former champion or a big contender. But we'll see, man. He just beat an undefeated fighter in Christopher Guerrero, you know, who was undefeated. So shout out to Tiger Johnson. That was a good look for him in that part. He said, nah, it's over 10 ounces under 140. Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know, bro, because I know at 154 they wear 10s in boxing. When you get to 154, you wearing 10s. So yeah, bigger guys too. So I was like, damn, seeing you at my other work, didn't expect to see you. You're crazy for that time. Pack. When my man Troy King Hamza, he said, yo, Pack got busted, man. Shout out to Troy, man, breaking down the fights, man. He do a great job of that. He always killing it, man. Oh man, that's hilarious. Though saw him at the hospital. Oh man, that was dope, bro. Let me see if I can find that Regis thing where he talks about sparring gloves. The difference in them. But shout out to everybody in the building. Regis Progress, he said he wanted to do something like what did he say? Bare knuckle. I don't know why these guys want to do bare knuckle, bro. I don't get it. Like, I don't even understand it. I'm like, why would you want to do bare knuckle, bro? But they all seem to want to do bare knuckle, bro. I don't even get it, bro. Like, what those guys want to do bare knuckle for, bro. Oh, bro. Let's see if I can move this link over here so you guys can hear it when I play it. If I play it in this other window, you won't even hear it, which is wild. Yeah, salute to everybody in the building, man. That window just went down, man. Sorry for the dead air, y'all.
They different. If people don't understand, man, I'm 8 hours. I had my
Shout
first
out
pro
to
fight, and I ain't gonna lie, I was real nervous about my first.
Rugaroo, bro. Regis Progress. We missed that guy, man. Shout out to him. Yeah, here's what he had to say about that.
I had my first pro fight, and I ain't gonna lie, I was real nervous about my first, cause the 8 hours gloves, man, they different. If people don't understand, man, them 8 hours gloves is something serious, bro. Like it's no joke. It's like
that little bit of difference, big difference.
man, it's like it's so different to I know I might scare fighters if they see this, but it's so different to when you sparring with the 16s and with a head getting with eights, it feel like the sparring, it feel like you don't even need a spar. That's what I felt like. It was like because they so different. It's like a real fight. The gloves they so hard and it hurts so much to it's like damn, it's just it's no way you can really prepare for that unless you spar with 8 hours gloves on, but you don't want to do that because you don't want to get hurt and you don't want to get cut in the gym.
Out in the middle of nowhere, and right over there is my
Yeah.
favorite breed of dog,
Damn, bro. What the
and there's
heck?
nothing around. I'm afraid it's abandoned.
What's going on, bro? My
Yo, you hear
man
me?
Malcolm, what up, bro?
What's good, bro? How's the audio? Because I'm at the gym. Man.
Yo, you good, bro? You get that
I had
work
to,
in?
yeah, I just came from vacation. Man. I had like 9 days off. I was in
Hey,
San
nice.
Diego. I was chilling.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I had to make sure I didn't miss the fights. I just wanted to jump in and just show some love. But
Yeah, man.
listen, man, I was trying to say it in the chat. I think Albert Bell really needed the experience, man. To be honest, I know we were saying that Mason. It's not like he got the best resume, but I think
Yeah.
that between him getting dropped by a guy like Vasquez, he went through the adversity, mm, fairly active, right?
Mm-hmm.
And most importantly, it was the Sam Noakes fight. For me, I think the Sam Noakes fight did it. We kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I should have known Sam Noakes in the beginning. I was like, oh, who is this guy? But he's older. He had
Right.
grown man strength. Abdullah, and you're on the Ring magazine card. I think was that the Devin card
Yeah, it
with
was.
Norman?
Yep.
Yeah,
Devin and
so
Norman.
he went, and then that was his first time doing 12 rounds. He didn't gas out, and he fought all fights. So I think that was enough adversity. When it comes to the Albert Bell situation, I think Andy Cruz, like what I was saying in the chat, he would have been the aggressor.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's a southpaw, like you were saying. Like I think he was
Yeah,
another
he is.
southpaw. So that gives you a glimpse of what's gonna happen. His right hand counters were clean. I think he would have frustrated Cruz, but he needed that kind of competition. Because who else he fought? I think he fought Keith Hunter before. I
Uh,
might be getting him confused with someone else. He doesn't really have like a crazy name on his belt.
nah, he doesn't. No, I think he only fought Moran. Who Cruz fought that I remember. Antonio Moran.
So yeah, I don't really think that that's gonna do too much. I don't think that he was ready. You know, Nick's kind of suck because he's kind of avoided. You know, he just
Yeah.
hasn't. But experience, what they say, experience is life's greatest teacher.
Yeah, no doubt,
So
man. And Albert Bell had
I
to pull
think.
the trigger. Like, you never know when this. Apparently, the bag was bigger too. Apparently,
Mhm.
you have experience with a guy. You never know when this is gonna come back again. You don't have to rehydrate. I think you would have had to do rehydration for IBF.
Yeah,
So
and he still looked lanky when he
he
came in to
did,
fight
man.
next to me. He looked crazy lanky.
Yeah, Abdullah looked like bigger guy in the ring. To be honest, I don't know if it's just because he was pushing him around the ring, but he did look like the bigger guy, Abdullah.
Yeah, and he fights. He also fights a little smaller because you see he bends his legs a little more. Albert Bell's going to stand up a little taller, and he still looks stocky.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? But the one thing I kept saying, because I said Mason was going to win by like I said KO, though, but it's still like a TKO KO.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing he keeps that chin up. That was the one thing I seen when I watched a
Oh,
lot of Bell
Bell?
footage. I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I'm like, damn, he gotta, you gotta tuck that chin, and he's gonna end up getting hurt. And sure enough, it was between the body working and getting hit up top, he ended up getting caught with some shit. But I
Mm-hmm.
liked his right hands throughout the fight. He
Yeah,
had some
no,
nice uppercut counters.
yeah. He found a home for that early, but shout out to Mason. I think his dad told him, like, yo, slip it and just rip the body, man. And once he started doing that, Bell wasn't throwing them right hands no more because he knew it was gonna
Hmm.
come back. He was like, damn, bro, if I throw it, I'm gonna have to pay, yo. I didn't do enough sit-ups in camp, yo. They got me.
Yeah, I'm just catching him. His corner, like I think his corner is very. I didn't realize the corner was that good. You seen the footage? I think there's a little clip around the 11th round
Yo, man, I
where
was laughing
yeah,
because like I was on the hangout spot the one night and coach was talking crazy about Mason's corner. He said they too dysfunctional.
hmm
He said they talk too much, like they get too animated. I'm like, nah, I think that injected some life into Mason to go out there and do what he did in that 12th round, to be honest. They showed urgency, like, yo, bro, don't be chilling in this round. Like, this fight's not over. Like, you didn't win it. I think that's good when the guys make guys finish the fights like that, because there's too many times where we see guys think they got the fight, they cruise, and then they lose. And it's like, what are you
hmm
doing, man? You needed that round.
and then he dropped him like 10 seconds in. He dropped him. Man.
Yeah.
Somebody was saying on the they were like, "Yo, his pops," or that was his pops, right? Just to
I
make
think
sure.
I think it's his dad that trains him. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, they said he turned into Joe Jackson in the corner.
Yo, that's wild. They call him Joe Jackson. Yo,
But
that's foul.
nah, I think he needed that, man. So I mean, salute to both fighters, though. I give Albert Brett props. He came
Hmm.
in, he did what he had to do. He took a high risk fight. I still like to see him. I think
Yeah,
he's still the goods. He's at an age where he can't really turn down any fights either. He just got to take whatever's
right.
offered to you. But I'd love to see him again. I think Abdullah's going to be that guy in the division. He might.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's going to move up soon. It looks like he might have to move up, and I think at 140 he's going to look better.
Yeah, 140. There's a lot of big fights for Abdullah up there, man. That's the thing about 140. It got some guys we want to see him in there with. But I agree, man. I think he'd fill out that weight fine. But I want to see him in Schofield now, I don't know if Schofield going to win against Lucas Body. We got to see that. But they always talking about Abdullah. And I'm like, bro, like, y'all acting, Abdullah passing you guys in real time. Like,
Hmm.
the dude's a world champ. He done defended now. Had a hometown fight. He been in 2 main events. You guys finally getting your shot, but y'all ain't really done nothing. I mean,
Nah,
they stopped Tevin
I seen a
Farmers. Shout
clip.
out to them.
I give him props for that because I didn't think he was gonna stop Farmer. I seen a
Hmm.
clip of Senior and he's online talking about that they robbed our Bell because I was like and they turn off the comments so you can't really put anything.
Right, yeah, because they know, bro. They already know. They know they want to say some dumb shit.
So
That's wild,
hey,
though.
he beating Lucas Body, bro. I'm letting you know. I know that's your
Hey,
guy.
we gonna see, though, because, I mean, this guy. All Jake
He
Paul got to
fight.
do is make sure they show up to Canada, bro. We don't want to hear about no passports being cut. We don't want to hear about no food, nothing, no poisoning, no masseuse. Bro.
Total masseuse.
Yeah, we don't want to hear about none of that shit. We just want you to show up and fight, bro. And then we'll send you packing. We'll give you some maple syrup to throw up in the luggage. You know, you won't go home with the belt, but you'll go home with something else, bro. Get home with some love from Canada, bro.
Give him a nice little Canadian goose too.
Yeah, bro.
For the winner.
They'll talk about my son was robbed. Yo.
But I think they good for boxing. I don't really like his dad like that, but he gets them the needle moving with his son, so I can't really
He
trip.
does, man.
But I'm gonna jump off, man. I gotta finish my set to that shit.
Yes,
But
sir.
I
Get
have to
that
show
working.
you love, man. I have to show you love, man. But salute to the Big Six, man. Salute to Ryan, man. I love the podcast, bro. I catch you.
Appreciate you, man. Shout out to Malcolm for tuning in. I appreciate him for tuning in, man. Showing some love to the stream. My man, Ty said bare knuckle be seeming like a easy bag until they actually do it. Yeah, didn't Austin Trout just get knocked the hell out? He was trying to do the Independence Day entrance to the Apollo Creed, bro. Living in America. And then he literally got sparked out, bro. I'm like, oh my God, bro. Like this dude. But I heard Austin Trout was doing good in bare knuckle. Wasn't he like a champ or something like that in bare knuckle? I don't know, man. Like Jamel Herring, he doing that too right now. I couldn't believe that he got sparked up by that guy like that. He was stuck, man. Austin Trout. He said, give him some maple syrup and Canadian bacon. Yeah, bro, the bacon too. We got to send him back home with the bacon, the syrup, the Canadian package, the Canada Goose, like Malcolm said. Get the Canada Goose jacket out for him. You know, the big goose jacket. So he gonna be all right, man. Shout out to Schofields, man. Take this maple syrup package. Yeah, bro. You ain't gonna take the belt back, but we'll give you something else to take back, man. But shout out to Schofield. I don't know when that bid's gonna go down for that fight, WBA. Do you guys think Oscar De La Hoya would put up big money for that fight? I don't know, man. That's why I'm saying Jake Paul. I feel like Jake Paul would try to get the fight. You know, even go to ESPN. I know the ESPN thing is signed, I think, with the women's. I don't know if it's exclusive, but I think if you bring it to ESPN title fight, they might be intrigued by that. You know, 135-pounder. You know, you could sell it as, look, man, we need Lucas Body to win. This is a potential guy, if he wins, can fight Tank Davis. You know, I don't think that fight gonna end up on ESPN though, if you get to the Tank Davis fight. You got to go to the PBC in that sense and do the PBC model. Eat what you kill. But I think you can present it to ESPN as a possible thing. But Oscar should be able to do the same with the DAZN. You know, say, look, put up the money for the Floyd Schofield fight to be on DAZN, Golden Boy. We'll bring it down here, wherever. And if we win, we're sitting in the driver's seat to get the Tank fight, which can be a big fight on DAZN because Golden Boy and PBC already worked together on 2 pay-per-views this year, I think, already. Was it the Ryan and the Mario Barrios and then David Benavidez and Ramirez? So I think actually Golden Boy might have a better case than Jake Paul to get the fight. So Lucas Body, we might be suiting up and going down south and hopefully stopping another guy, man. That's what you need, bro. You need to make a statement against my man Floyd Schofield, who thinks he all that, man. I don't know. Floyd Schofield, I think the verdict's still out on him. We don't know what he is. That Tevin Farmer fight, I know it was a great stoppage, but we have our reservations on Tevin Farmer because he went through 2 wars with Williams Zepeda, man. But hey, I'm not going to take anything away from my man Schofield because he got the job done. He did what he was supposed to do. Shout out to the guy. He said he was possessed, man. That wasn't kid in there. He said he was possessed, man. He was a winter soldier, essentially, man. Crazy. Shout out to Kizza, Jonathan in the building. What's going on? Champ. Abdullah. Salute, bro. Salute. He said, I like how you got the cam set up, man. No trolling allowed, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, when you come up here, it's got to be cam, unfortunately. like that's why I could do the X Spaces and the Discord if y'all want to jump on that. Discord and the X Spaces is open. Let me see if I can. I know they're pinned to the chat, but I like to post them one at a time sometimes for people to get in there. Right, there's the Discord here, and then the X Spaces. I'll post that one here. If you guys want to jump in here and talk some boxing with your boy. Yeah, man, I try to go live at least twice a week minimum. Going back to work tonight, so that's why we got the live stream on right now. So I got to work tonight, bro. So I'll be on the grind tonight. And then, yeah, you guys probably won't see me for a couple days because you know how that is. Got to rest during the day. Messes all the days up. Yeah, X Spaces for me also is my personal favorite as well, too. It's just easier to navigate, bro. Easy to set up. Just like Discord's easy to set up. Sometimes Discord, my audio just be messed up over there. From what I hear, you know, I can't hear it, but from what I hear from the people, they say the audio sometimes messed up on Discord. But yeah, X Space is usually good. That's where I see people a lot. But shout out to everybody tuning in, man. I'm about to head on out. Like I said, I am working tonight. Got my kids at home. I'll go grab something for them to eat. Have some lunch here soon, and just relax, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to my guy Malcolm for dropping that $5 super chat. I really appreciate it, brother. And y'all be good, man. Y'all be cool. Yeah, man. If you don't want to, just join that Discord though. That link will still take you into the Discord, so you could join the Discord. I know sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications, which is weird. So in the Discord, I have a app on there. If you with the Discord, every time I'm live, it'll send like a message to your Discord. So hopefully it notifies you. But yeah, salute to everybody in the building, man. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in. I'm your boy Ryan from the 6, man. We probably will be live again Thursday night, man, to talk boxing. I don't think we got a big fight coming up this weekend. I don't think we have a big weekend until the end of the month where we have like Fury, AJ, Berlanga, and Spence and Zoo. I think it's like the last weekend of the month or something like that. We got like all those events. So at least we got something to look forward to at the end of the month that we could break down leading up to it. But I appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Hope y'all had a good stream. Good morning. Shout out to Koza Boxing in the building. Salute, brother. I appreciate y'all. We out of here, man. Peace.